I also love Laura in her bio was her game is based off of the lapel, which I think we're going to see here. Favorite technique submission triangle, no elaboration. How do you predict your match going? Triangle, no elaboration. So I think I know what the game plan is there. I believe that Violet actually asked. She was initially set to compete against someone else. She asked for this match.
Oh,
I
wow.
think she saw the style of Laura as a really interesting style to try and go against. And immediately we're seeing here just some intricate gi work. I think there's a gi wrap from underneath under the leg there, and you know, this is really sort of the modern, and again another gi wrap is a double gi wrap position here. Super modern gi jiu-jitsu game. I mean, I haven't trained in the gi since I got my black belt like 8 years ago, so I'm not super familiar with this stuff. Is this something that you like to do, Vanessa?
Yeah, I like the lapel game. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like to work the lapel so much from the open guard personally. I
Yeah.
like to be able to move a little bit more. I like to feel free. But you know, it's great to you know, get your opponent tangled up,
Yeah.
and it really, you know, it makes the person on top just tired, you
Yeah.
know, because it's I guess you could think of the concept like the closed guard, and the person has to open everything up before they can begin to attack, right?
Yeah. It's like a fly trapped in a spider's web, it seems. And I mean, Violet really on the receiving end of that so far. I mean, Laura just doing a great job of tying her up, and you saw like a shallow triangle attempt from there. Violet is going to know exactly, you know, she seems like the sort of person who would have done some studying on her opponent, especially if she's asked for this. You know, she says she's got a dynamic and systematic guard game, and Violet is really looking forward to kind of facing that challenge right now. A back take here, but she's in a knee bar. I mean, it's a great position.
Yeah, so there was. Now, would you call that a deep submission?
I'd absolutely call that a deep submission.
You've got a toe hold now.
Yep, switching onto a twisting footlock. Do you count that as two deep submissions?
I think that's two deep submissions.
I think you might
100%.
do. And certainly a much deeper submission. I mean, this knee bar looks really, really good, doesn't it? I mean, the angle's sort of changing now, but Violet's going to go straight back to the well with this and attempt to do this again. And I mean, there's no better way of flipping the script on someone as they're trying to transition and take the back, and then boom, they're being forced to defend against the submission, and that allows you to get into your game a little bit more. And then today with the rule set that we're going with, where submissions are scored so highly above all else, I mean, this is going to be massive. I mean, talk about tying someone up.
That is a real lapel guard game.
This is a literal knots here almost.
She looks like she was almost past it. They're out of the safety area though, so they need to come back. It's going to be interesting trying to reset this position. And definitely want to tie up those lapels before starting again.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to make the strongest, tightest knot I could possibly do. And look how high, this is actually quite funny. Look how high Violet has tied her.
That's some strategy right
high
there.
up on her waist. I mean, I probably... all for nothing. Immediately, I mean, fair enough if she had those grips, but just all of the effort put into tying the lapels up and immediately removed. So, you know, like you were saying, how are they going to restart this here? And it is tricky to do with the intricacy. And Violet herself looking to possibly attack a triangle, but no arms on the inside here and trying to regain that guard position. Laura doing a great job of pressure passing here with the double underhooks. And, I mean, she was not joking when she says, my game is based around the use of lapels. Had a sniff at a Kimura there on the far side, but I think, I mean... if you could actually submit on a lapel, I think she'd be going for that. But forced to just using those lapels to tie your opponent up and open up. And, you know, but we do have to talk about, you know, Laura's certainly more dominant in the transitions and positions, but it's not going to matter if she's not able to get some deep submission attempts in. As I'm saying that, on the back here. Okay, well, here we go. You know, collar deep in this position.
Yeah, she's got a really good position, and she's still got 5 minutes left. So I don't, you know, she is really tight here.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult for Violet to get any space.
Yeah, and you can see, like, you know, Violet was right in her sort of synopsis of Laura's game. She is incredibly systematic. You can see, and you can tell why she's got gold at the World Championships, because she has such a tight, strategic, very, very advanced game, and she knows exactly what she's doing. Very, very tight in this mount position here, and again, looking to tie up with the lapels. Violet does a great job of bridging inside of the closed guard, but I almost feel like this is a worse position, if anything.
It kind of felt like she wanted it.
Yeah, there was no fight from Laura to try and keep that top position.
She wants to be in that guard, wrapping her up with those lapels.
Yeah, this game, this match reminds me why I don't train in the gi, because I couldn't imagine anything worse than being tied up by someone who knows all of these crazy lapel guards. Give me a rash guard and some Vale Tudo shorts, and no one can grab onto them. I'm good to go.
She's got that same grip from that far side lapel again.
Here's the thing. I mean, 4 minutes left. Total domination from Laura positionally. But right now I feel like Laura's losing this match. And she's losing this match based on a twisting footlock attempt and a straight knee bar attempt from Violet. And that is all that matters. So, and
it's hard to get into that mindset in a way, isn't it?
It is hard to get into that mindset, especially if, she is an accomplished IBJJF competitor. Like, that is where her head is at. She's thinking IBJJF. She's thinking sweeps. She's thinking position. She's control. Those things aren't going to matter if she's not able to get a deep submission attempt. I mean, could we count that back, that lapel? It just didn't seem like it was there for a long time. It didn't seem like it was, personally, I think that knee bar looked like it looked like the best submission that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
So that's it. The question is, can Laura adapt her jiu-jitsu game to suit this rule set? Because, and this happens in sort of every aspect of, any combat sport. You'll play with different rules and you have to adapt to those rules.
Yeah.
And a lot of
she's going to get past here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it it really means nothing unless we're counting the if we're counting the knee bar and footlock as one submission, and we count the back attack, that collar choke from Laura as one submission, then maybe we're looking at these transitions. And when it comes to transitions, there's no doubt who's winning.
Maybe she's going for a knee bar again.
I mean, Violet is playing strategically. She's trying to take that, but now we've got this bread cutter choke here and sitting back into the armbar, and now with 2 minutes left, this could be huge because, I mean, she might finish this armbar, and she's had so much control so far,
Break that grip.
I think she's going to finish this. And there it is, fantastic. I mean, it doesn't matter about the judge's decision when you take it out of their hands. What a fantastic performance by Laura, just showing everyone why she is world class. I mean, Violet is such a good grappler, and Laura just really did dominate there pretty much the entire time. Let's have a look at some of these replays. Talk me through some of these transitions and
so here's the knee bar attempt from Violet in the toe hold as well. That was deep, and it could have been a match ending for sure. But then, Laura just came back with this beautiful armbar. She knew what she wanted tonight, and she got it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she said she wanted a triangle.
She wanted a triangle.
I'll give her the armbar. I mean, fantastic performance.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission is Laura Sieradzan!
I mean, what a incredibly professional, systematic performance, just fantastic. 20 years old. This is someone to keep an eye on because she really is looking like she's going to be the future of women's grappling.
Ladies and gentlemen.